Hey, good morning. Just wanted to get a quick video out to you today to talk about why. What is your why? You know, throughout my network marketing career, I've heard that phrase, why. You got to have a why in order to become successful in your network marketing business, because you got to have a why. Why are you actually doing this? And for years, I didn't know. They would ask me that question, and I didn't know because, number one, I did what my parents said. I said I got a good education and I got a good job with a good company right out of college. And basically, just to tell you, I stayed with them 30 years and enjoyed what I was doing. I was really an introverted person, so I didn't really want to get out in front of people and talk to people. I would rather talk to a computer. My degree's in computer science. So basically, I wanted to talk to the computer, and I could write a program, and that computer would do exactly what I told it to do. And I enjoyed that. It didn't talk back, I didn't have to say anything else to it except that computer language, and we had our own language, so we talked to each other fluently. So, and I enjoyed that. But I had a friend one time that invited me to an Amway meeting without telling me it was an Amway meeting. Actually, it was a big convention at the convention center in Mobile, Alabama. And when we got there and we found out what it was, Diane and I got up and left. We just did not want anything to do with it because I was very happy in my job, and I didn't have a lot of desire other than just to do my job, because that's what my dad had always done. Just do your job, do your job, do your job. But then I started reading just recently John Maxwell's book on intentional living, and he sort of describes a story just like mine. And what he says in his story is that he had a church, and I can't remember, maybe 2,500, 250 people in that church, and he had a goal, which he thought was huge, to have a 500 member church. And it wasn't until somebody on his staff went to a meeting someplace in a church that had over 5,000 people that John realized that he could have more. And with that, he began to say, hey, I can do that. And you know, that phrase has just gotten me through so much in my career, and since I've retired from my career, it's gotten me through so much and into opportunity. But I think back on that phrase, I can do that. Even when I went into the military, that was before I even went into college, I would stand in line and I would see things people were doing that maybe I didn't want to do, but I would say, I can do that. One that I remember vividly is taking shots, because we would line up. A lot of us would be in line to get shots, and they would stick, pull 3 needles out, and they would stick them in and pull them out at the same time. And I would see people going through that, and I would say, I can do that. Even though I didn't want to, I could say, I could do that. And that got me through, especially when I would look at someone a lot smaller and a lot, more frail than me, and I would see that they had made it through. I would look at that and say, if he can do it, I can do it. So that sort of got me through a lot of things, and it wasn't until I could see people in network marketing. Well, actually, my son-in-law introduced me to Amway in a different way. He said, Jerry, would you go up to a meeting for me? It's in Memphis, and I was in Memphis, and actually it was in Nashville, and I was in Memphis. And so I went to that meeting for him just to tell him what it was all about. And Diane and I got so excited about what we saw, we signed up that very night. Had never seen the plan or anything. We just knew we wanted to be a part of something bigger. So that sort of developed a beginning on my why. And so with that in mind, I started looking at opportunities. And what John goes into in his book, he says, if you get your why determined first, the way to that why becomes easier for you to find. And as we look into our network marketing and internet marketing background and career and opportunities, you'll see that there are tons of ways on the internet that you can make lots of money, if money's your goal. or money is your why. And we all want more money. We all want more time. We all want more time with the family and able to do more things. We want to travel. We want to stay longer on our travels. And typically when you have just a job, you can't do things like that. So what we want to get into right now is just a very introduction to why. So read the blog below. I've put a lot of good information in the blog pertaining to your why, and over the next 2 or 3 videos we'll get more into specifically your why and how to develop your why, how to find your why, and then how to act on it. And we'll go through it from an intentional living perspective. So click on the link below, read the blog, and comment on it. Give me some information, some feedback on what you're thinking about. What is your why? Tell me what your why is and why you're doing what you're doing. And let's run this little route together and see where we come out. And I think you'll be happy with what we're learning from this book, Intentional Living, and how to develop your why and use the way that is pleasing to you to accomplish your why. So that's it for now. Be blessed.